Today we are reading Amphoreus's calendar, the unique local calendar of Amphoreus, in which is recorded the long-existent 12 months and the work that people engage in during said months. An important directive on how Akima's citizens live life. The collectible can be found starting from the Memorial Market Space Anchor in Akima. It is sold by Tesisphona, Librarium, Administrator. Month Edition. Always remember Kefali, who gave us the calendar. They bear the dawn to this day. Fate Season. First month, Month of Gate, Patron Titan, Gate of Infinity, Yanis. As the first month of ridding the old for the new, Yanis closes the old door representing the past and opens the new door representing the future. They are both the door and the lock that guards it, cleaving the past from the future like a sharp axe. During this month, people will discard objects that bear bonds, such as keepsakes from past loves or deceased family members, declare that they are severing the past and step forth into the future. This act is completely voluntary. Second month, Month of Balance, Patron Titan, Scale of Justice, Talenton. The most disciplined of all months, Kefali uses its measurements to dictate the months. During this month, people's daily routines will become more consistent, their moods even, and they are more willing to pass judgment and sign contracts as a result. It is said that when there was a day-night in the past, the month of balance was the only month when the days were as long as nights, because Talenton managed to mediate a truce between Orynyx and Aquila. Third month, Month of Evernight, Patron Titan, Veil of Time, Orynyx. A month when the sun's shine is dimmer than usual, people doze off more frequently, and their instincts and emotions replace their thought and reason, making it hard to accomplish intricate tasks. It is said that in the past, this month's nights were longer than its days, for Orynyx triumphed over Aquila for undisputed authority over the sky. Pillar Season, fourth month, Month of Cultivation, Patron Titan, Pillar of Stone, Georios. The month of spring cultivation, also the busiest month. During this month, the earth is restored to a state most suited for farming. People till the soil, sow the seeds, and offer labor as tribute to the land. Dromeses will also be doubly vigorous. Fifth month, Month of Joy, Patron Titan, Chalice of Plenty, Fagusa. The month when spring cultivation ends. During this month, spring waters flow, and fishermen flourish. The heaviest workload for the year ended last month, and everyone is reveling in the atmosphere of festivity. This is the best month for brewing and holding celebrations, when people wake up, massage their temples in a daze, then shake their heads and go back to sleep. Sixth month, Month of Everday, Patron Titan, Eye of Twilight, Aquila. The hottest month, when the dawn device shines even more brightly than usual. The land's flora also works hard to absorb its shine so that people can have a good harvest. Bathed in its radiance, people will feel refreshed and revitalized. It is said that in the past, this month's days were longer than its nights, for Aquila triumphed over Orynyx for undisputed authority over the sky. Creation Season, seventh month, Month of Freedom, Patron Titan, Throne of Worlds, Kefali. The month of tranquil peace. There are no major events to attend, nor significant tasks to complete. During this month, people can work on their hobbies, pursue their dreams, and do whatever they wish to do. Just as Kefali created the world, they also allowed its inhabitants to play in their courtyard. Eighth month, Month of Reaping, Patron Titan, Bow of Rift, Circes. The month of the fall harvest. Crops absorb the light during the month of every day, and have grown into their ripest. Similar to the month of cultivation, people are busier than usual this month. Ninth month, Month of Weaving, Patron Titan, Chrysalis of Gold, Mnestia. The month when the fall harvest is completed. During this month, people will reminisce on their experiences over the year. Mnestia collects everything and weaves them into golden threads of memory. This is a month of family gatherings to enjoy the good times. Leisurely individuals will be weaving at home, and weaving-related festivals will be held this month. Calamity Season, 10th month, Month of Strife, Patron Titan, Lance of Fury, Nikador. The first month after production activities are completed, people are liberated from the most important tasks of the year, resulting in surplus labor in society. In the past, the cities tragically waged war at this time. This month is also the period when criminal executions and burning offerings in prayer to the gods occur. 11th month, month of mourning, patron titan, hand of shadow, Thanatos. The month when the cities would gradually fall silent. Wars usually approach their end during this month. People would bring bodies back from the battlefields, bury the dead, and comfort the living. Priests are the busiest this month, for they need to pray for the dead. The mood of this month is one of grave somberness. People would gradually lessen their activities during this month, as if in a slumber as well. 12th month, month of fortune, patron titan, coin of whimsy, Zagreus. The last month of the year, the previously silent masses would start up their liveliness once more, and good and bad things would start to happen more frequently. Gamblers believe that this month brings them good fortune, and opportunistic merchants look forward to sudden spikes in wealth. Thieves would typically have exhausted their savings and rub their hands together for the next month. The month of fortune is the most tumultuous month for law enforcement. Due to Zagreus' unpredictable nature, the number of days in this month can never be confirmed. Sometimes when you should turn the pages at the end of the month, a leap day appears at the end of it like a ghost. People call this month of fortune, with this additional day, the Scarlet Month, and the Golden Month without. Gamblers and thieves treat this day as their lucky day, becoming fervent with their antics, which is unfortunately followed by plenty of assassinations and conspiracies. Life Edition. Amphoreus' calendar was personally measured and defined by Kephae. People consider it an enduring constancy within increasingly volatile chaos. But perhaps at some moment in the future, even this unchanging constant can't escape the winds of change. The week and the days within. Excluding the month of fortune, the number of days in each Amphorean month is highly standardized. Every month has 4 weeks, and every week has 7 days, with Sunday being a rest day. Such a custom has been passed down since before the sun faded, and there is a legend of its origin. During the Era Creatura, Aquila and Orynyx exerted authority over day and night respectively. However, the night skies of those days are only scattered with clustered stars, hardly a match for the massive celestial body such as the sun. Driven by a competitive streak, Orynyx utilized gems to absorb Aquila's radiance, intertwining it with the satin of the night and shaping a satellite planet that would illuminate the night sky, what everyone knows now as the moon. This undertaking only cost a day's effort. Orynyx scrutinized this article, proud of their own creation of perfection, but one meager moon could not rival the brightness the sun offered, and so Orynyx continued to toil away for 6 sleepless days and nights. For each night that approached, an extra moon would light up the sky. On the 6th day, 6 shadows accompanied the footsteps of all creatures. The presence of the 6 moons sowed chaos with the tides, incurring Megusa's scorn. And thus, on the 7th day, with sweet ambrosia incomprehensible to mortals, Megusa drowned Orynyx in a drunken stupor, causing the latter to sleep the day away. When the night veil fell, the number of moons finally ceased to grow. Megusa's actions were but a prank on Orynyx, but inadvertently prevented yet another possible war between Aquila and Orynyx. However, the existence of 6 moons did not adhere to balance. Pelanton, who had come after catching wind of this, stirred the scale and eliminated 2/3 of the moons, leaving only the red and gold moon, representing the Scarlet Month and the Gold Month respectively. When the sun rose on the 8th day, an awoken Orynyx was forbidden from creating any more moons, and that was how the week's cycle was determined. When amending the celestial laws, Kephae designated the 7th day that Orynyx slept through as a rest day. Periods of a day. When finalizing the calendar, Kephae divided a day into 5 major periods to teach its people to punctually rise, work, rest, and slumber. Ever since the scorching sun departed from the sky, the task of illuminating Okama fell to the dawn device. Shifts in its light were not obvious to the people in the beginning, and they could only maintain their routines by adhering to the 5 major periods from before. Entry hour, the time period when various activities gradually began. People start to rouse from their slumber, summoning their consciousness back to their bodies from distant realms as if traversing a formless doorway. They fetch water, wash up, and head to the morning market. Those who need something will commit to prayer. lucid hour / ascent hour, the period of the day when one is most awake, thoughts shining into their minds like a light piercing glass. People engage in conversation, sharing teachings, insights, and antidotes, akin to golden threads interwoven with one another. Scholars perform their tasks at twice the speed during this period. Action hour / descent hour, the period when enlightenment of the mind starts to wither. People put down their books, exit doors for exercise and labor, take care of plants and animals, their perspiration dripping down, seeping into the soil. Scholars and idlers file into the bath in an attempt to invigorate the mind's eye with Fugusa's waters, but the session inevitably ends up in drunken revelry. Parting hour, the period when production activities start to come to rest. People end their day's work at this time, bidding their friends and companions farewell. The army or travelers will usually choose this period to embark on an expedition to minimize disruptions to residential lives. Curtain fall hour. People draw their curtains, a period of pillowed rest. A thief star belonging to Zagreus will sail across the sky when this moment ends, punctuating its descent with a long trail, signaling to people that a day has passed. This is also the period when thieves are most active. About the thief star. A characteristically distinct but ultimately aimless meteor, its trajectory varying in each appearance. People often see it in the east one moment, then in the west the next. Although the stars of the present have dimmed because of the dawn device, the thief star remains visible. In extremely rare circumstances, the thief star will emanate crimson, heralding the advent of a red moon. This is interpreted as an ominous sign, when plans will go awry and crushing defeats suffered in battles. Quints within periods. People have further divided the 5 major periods into 5 sections called quints. When sections of time need to be explicitly indicated, people often express said time with a combination of the period and instant, such as curtain fall hours 3rd quint, entry hours 1st quint, etc. Units of time smaller than quints are rarely used since people do not need such precise moments of measure. The finer the section's time is cut into, the busier life becomes.